Hi, everyone. My name is Bianca DeCrest, and welcome to our NextWave Network interest meeting. Here's our agenda. First, we'll start with telling you all who we are as an organization. Then we'll go into an icebreaker activity that we won't record for personal preference of the audience. Then we'll go into 3, what is the NextWave Network? What our programming and framework is for 4. Then 5, we'll talk about our application and selection process / timeline. Then we'll have a private Q&A that also will not be recorded. And then we'll close out with extreme gratitude and next steps on how you can stay connected with us. Thanks. So, who we are. BDF is driven to create a supportive and engaging environment where students can connect, share experiences, and thrive together. 1, we are a virtual community built by and for students, inspired by the power of connection and culture at historically Black colleges and universities. 2, we invest in student success through scholarships, internships, and career development tools that uplift and empower underrepresented voices. 3, we cultivate a space where creativity, community, and leadership all intersect, ultimately supporting students as they grow into change makers themselves. Now for our icebreaker activity, also known as Common Ground. And as mentioned before, this portion of our presentation will not be recorded. Thank you. All right, so what is the NextWave Network? Ultimately, the NextWave Network is created to build a bridge between higher ed students and early career development, not only just in connecting college students with recent graduates, but also young professionals. We recognize that there's a need for relatable mentorship and real-world guidance. The program is designed to foster meaningful relationships that support both career exploration and leadership growth. It aims to equip students with practical tools and confidence while offering mentors a chance to give back and refine their own skills. At its core, NextWave is about building community through shared experiences and mutual support. So, a little bit more about our program framework and resources. The NextWave Network mentorship program is a 9-month virtual experience running from September of this year into May of next year. Participants will engage in regular mentor to mentee meetings, virtual workshops, and interactive events designed to support career growth and leadership development. We'll provide onboarding materials, conversation guides, scheduling templates, and access to a dedicated program coordinator for ongoing support. Additional resources include digital toolkits, resume and interview tips, and optional drop-in sessions to keep participants engaged and empowered throughout the year. A little bit more detail about our framework. September to October of this year, the program will launch with a virtual orientation to introduce mentors and mentees, outline expectations, and build early rapport. Peers will begin meeting regularly to establish trust and set initial goals. A virtual social event will also help foster a sense of community across the cohort. Through November or December of later this year, participants will engage in 2 targeted workshops, one for mentors on leadership growth and one for students on academic to career readiness. Midway through, a short feedback survey will assess engagement and highlight areas for support. The program will pause in late December for finals and also holiday break. To kick off early next year, we will have a goal-setting activity and a refresh session between mentorship pairs. A virtual event will feature a panel or workshop focused on professional skills such as networking, job applications, or industry insights. Ongoing meetings will support deepening relationships and accountability. In March through April of next year, this phase will focus on preparing students for life after school, including career transitions, graduate school, or other professional decisions. Advanced workshops will cover topics like salary negotiation or post-grad planning. Participants will begin reflecting on their progress and documenting key takeaways from their program. Ultimately, at the end, concluding in May of next year, the program will close with a virtual or in-person celebration to recognize mentors and mentees, distribute certifications, and spotlight participant achievements. Final feedback surveys and optional reflection sessions will support continuous improvement And also, alumni engagement and next steps will also be introduced at the closing of the program. Here are some additional ongoing support and resources to ensure a meaningful and supportive experience for both mentors and mentees. Participants will receive consistent resources and engagement opportunities throughout the program year. Some of these include exclusive program newsletters, which will include conversation prompts, reminders, and spotlight features to keep engagement high, drop-in office hours with a host, which will include virtual check-ins for questions, support, or guidance, a resource hub where participants will have access to a shared folder or a web page with onboarding guides, mentorship tips, workshop recordings, and other additional templates. We'll also have a Slack or group chat, which will create a digital space for real-time communication, community building, and peer-to-peer support. Then we'll also provide mentor and mentee checklists, which will help create monthly goal setting and milestone tracking to keep pairs aligned and accountable. Lastly, we'll also offer recognition opportunities, periodic shoutouts in our newsletter or on our social channels to spotlight engaged participants and celebrate successes amongst the mentors and mentees. Now, our application process will officially open on July 1st. It is designed to ensure thoughtful matching between mentors and mentees. We will review and take all consideration for applications over a 2 to 3 week period, followed by pairing and onboarding to prepare for our September program launch. In more detail, I'll walk through what our timeline ideally would look like. As mentioned before, our application will open on July 1st, not only just for mentees, but mentors as well. We'll also begin active outreach across digital platforms and partner networks. For the entirety of July, we'll host interest meetings similar to this one, post on social media, and connect with universities and alumni networks to encourage a diverse applicant pool. In early August, our team will review all submissions, evaluate alignment, and begin preparing thoughtful mentor to mentee matches based on career insights and goals. In mid-August, selected applicants will be notified and asked to confirm their participation. Waitlisted candidates will also receive updates. As for late August, participants will receive onboarding materials and be invited to attend a virtual orientation. We'll also distribute program guides, schedule templates, and communication tips to set everyone up for success. In early to mid-September, participants will receive onboarding materials and then again attend a virtual orientation, which will focus on what the mentor to mentee regular check-in should look like and additional information about upcoming workshops for the fall into early winter. Now, time for Q&A. Have any questions? We'd love to hear them. Feel free to use the Zoom Q&A feature, drop your questions in the chat, or you can come off mute and ask them live. We're here to help clarify anything about the program, and as mentioned before, this session of our presentation will not be shared in the public recording. Thank you. And again, thank you so much for joining us. Listed below is all of our contact information across from the program website, our email, social media, and phone number. We want to thank you all again for coming and joining us tonight to learn more about the NextWave program. We're hoping to see some of your faces in the near future in future programming, whether it's through NextWave or our other targeted outreach. Thanks again on the behalf of the Be Different Foundation.